Hey guys, for today we're going to be working on our vocabulary strategy, which our vocabulary strategy today is all about homophones. So in our reading lesson, you've already watched your EdPuzzle and you did the You Do in Google assignments. Now you are watching the Homophone EdPuzzle and you will have the homophone page to complete. So your objective for this part of the lesson is I can use context to determine the meaning of homophones. I can identify homophone pairs and choose the correct meaning. So homophones are words that are pronounced the same way, but they have different meanings or spellings. The word part phone means sound, and the word part homo means same. So homophones mean same sound. This will help you to remember that homophones sound alike, but they are spelled different. They might have a different meaning. So we are going to watch this BrainPop video about homophones, and I'm not going to watch the entire things because we're going to pause it a little bit into it, and we'll talk about the other type of words that we'll see coming up.
Moby rode down the road. Later, he rode down the road again. But he didn't get very far. The words road, road, and road are homonyms. What are homonyms? A homonym is a word that is spelled or pronounced the same as another word, but has a different meaning. How do dogs communicate? They bark. What covers the trunk and branches of a tree? Bark. What kind of bird has a long neck and long legs? A crane. What machine can lift and move heavy objects? A crane. Those homonyms are spelled and pronounced the same, but they have different meanings. What do you use to shoot an arrow? A bow. What might you tie around a gift? A bow. I can think of another homonym that's spelled the same way. What do you do after you perform on a stage? You take a bow. Homonyms that are spelled the same are called homographs. The wind blows through my hair. You wind up a toy. The words wind and wind are spelled the same, but you pronounce them differently. Moby dove into the pool. A dove is a symbol of peace. Homonyms that sound the same are called homophones. Homophones might be spelled differently, like the words peace and peace. A plane is a type of landform. A plane flies through the sky. Two, two, and two, there, and there, and your are homonyms we use often. Sometimes spelling them can be a little tricky. How do you work with homonyms when you read or write? When you read a homonym in a sentence, pronounce it in different ways and try to figure out what makes sense. Moby plays the bass. It doesn't make any sense to say Moby plays the bass. When you write, remember that some homonyms are pronounced the same but spelled differently. Which is the correct word to use in this sentence? Moby tried to slay the dragon. It doesn't make sense to write, Moby tried to slay the dragon. When you write, make sure you use the right word. Be sure to check over and proofread your work. Moby smells the flower. I know that flour is something you use to bake. flower is a plant. So, I need to fix my sentence. Moby smells the flower. Homonyms can be confusing if you use the wrong one. What's in the cabinet? It's bear. No, it's a bear.
Okay, so we did watch the whole video because what I wanted you guys to see was at the end. But homophones that we're focusing on today are the words that sound the same, but they're going to have different spellings. So when I look at this sentence, my friends rode horses during their trip, and this road will take you into town. So we have the two roads. They sound the same, and they are spelled differently. Rode, like you are on top of something, is R-O-D-E. So she rode the horse, you rode your bicycle. And the road that your car travels on is R-O-A-D. Where are you going to play your next soccer game? So we were looking at the word where. This where, W-H-E-R-E, is asking for the location. And the other sentence, it's cold out, you should wear your jacket. These words sound the same, but they are not spelled the same and they mean different things. So we are going to look at a couple of sentences and pick the correct word that goes into each sentence. So the wind blew my blue hat into the lake. So I have to decide which blue is going to go in the sentence first. You should have said the wind blew, B-L-E-W, my blue, B-L-U-E, hat. This is the color. This is a verb, an action that happens. Next, we're going to look at the sentence. I've never seen such a beautiful scene. Which word will go in the sentence first? I've never seen such a beautiful scene. You should have put seen, S-E-E-N, first. This is the verb. That is the past tense of see. Such a beautiful scene. We've been talking a lot about plays, and in our plays we have scenes. All right, looking at the next one. The seam in the tent doesn't seem to keep the rain out. So which seam will go in the first part? So this seam, S-E-A-M, is talking about where you stitch two pieces of fabric together. So when you think about your clothes where they meet, maybe at your shoulders, you have a seam in the shoulders, and it says the seam, so the stitching in the tent, doesn't seem to keep the rain out. Okay, looking at another one. I knew he was wearing a brand new shirt. So which new is the correct one for the first part of the sentence? You should have picked K-N-E-W. This is new, like the past tense of know. I knew he was wearing a brand new shirt. If it's not old, it is new, N-E-W. All right, this last one. Moby ate 8 cookies. So one is the verb, something you do, and one is the number. Which one is going to be the verb? Moby ate. So we say Moby just ate, A-T-E. Ate, the number 8 is E-I-G-H-T. Moby just ate 8 cookies. Oh, I got one more I forgot. The 2 of us are going to the zoo too. This one's tricky, so we've got 3 different 2s. The 2 of us, which one will fit in the sentence? You should have said T-W-O because it is the number 2. The 2 of us are going to the zoo. Which word will go in there? Which 2 will go in there? You should have said T-O. To the zoo, to. T-O-O means also. So the 2 of us are going to the zoo too, or the 2 of us are going to the zoo also. That is the correct way to use the homophones too. All right, you are going to do a paper similar to this one, where you are picking the correct homophone to fit in the sentence.